All right, welcome back to another video. Thanks for joining me. I'm John from Northeast Elite Fishing, and this is the second time I'm doing this intro. Did the whole thing and noticed I did not have my microphones turned on. So let's try it again. Hopefully I'll get it right this time, and we'll get into some fishing. So this weekend we are up on Oneida Lake. Decided to give the lake trout a break this weekend over on the Finger Lakes. Come over here and try to do a trolling program. Got here yesterday, was a little rough. We came out, caught a couple smallmouth, nice smallmouth, no walleye to speak of really. Some perch, caught a largemouth, had a largemouth that was real nice, break me off, and that was about it. Fished for about 3 hours. Wind got a little crazy, decided to cash it in knowing that today was going to be a much better day weather-wise. So here we are, gonna set up a stick bait trolling program today. Now the other day we had a pretty good storm come through, and it really made a difference as far as debris on the lake. So don't know how we're gonna do today with being able to keep our lines clear, but we're gonna give it a shot. Had one walleye already, which I'll show, but you're not gonna have any audio because my microphones were off. But I got lines in the water. We got the bandit on one. That's what we caught that walleye on. We have a planer board over there with the worm harness, and we have the Berkeley on this one, stick bait. So we're gonna give it a shot. We threw a little scent on them, and let's see what happens. We just thought that was gonna flip my planer over. We're gonna give it a shot, see what happens. If we can't keep lines clear, we'll switch over. We'll do some jigging with some blades and different things, and see how the day goes. So stick around. Hope you guys will hit that like, hope you'll hit that subscribe, and I'll see you in a minute. All right, looks like we just had it. Let's get this. All right, so we stopped the troll for a while, just picking up too much debris. Decided to come on up, and we found a good spot here. I dropped a waypoint here, and it seemed like there were a lot of fish here. So I guess it paid off, because right away on the blade we picked that guy up. So nothing new here, folks. I1 blade bait, and just a little different color. So this one, if I can get it out of the net and show you guys, is it's a Wonder Bread pattern, but it's on the gold, which you guys know I love gold in this lake. It's on the gold. It looks like almost like a gold flake, and geez, I think I only took about 3 casts there, and sure enough he hit it. But there's a pile of fish right here, so we're gonna stick around a little bit and see what happens. So this guy's not a keeper, but probably, I don't know, maybe 12 inches. So let's get him back. There he goes. I'm set up right on the edge of where there's a drop out there. It drops down from, and it's gradual, so it's probably more like a slope, not like what we would see over at the Finger Lakes. It slopes down to about 20. I'm sitting on the shallow side of that and casting into the deeper section out there, and just kind of bringing it up that slope. And We're in about 18 feet of water. It drops down about 25 on a slow incline out there, and we'll probably move up. There's a good point up there where it's a little bit more defined. I did see some fish here, so was the reason I picked this place to stop right out in front of us. They're just kind of setting down in there, and they're holding bottom, pretty tight to bottom actually. I see them flurry around a little bit here and there, but for the most part they're set up on bottom. All right, he picked that on the way down. Let's see what we got here. Another little guy though. Get him back. All right, just to give you guys an idea what I'm looking for places to stop and search for fish. So there's an island here, very small island right here, and it's surrounded by, I'm gonna say like 12 to 15 feet in depth around the island, and then right where we are, and we're kind of sitting right in the middle of it. There's a pretty good drop off right there. It drops to around 22, 23. So we're sitting in the shallow and casting out into that deeper water and bringing it up. Now the change in depth isn't as severe as, again, like when we're at the Finger Lakes, it's a drop. Here it's more of a slope. So we're bringing our blade bait up that slope, and hopefully the fish will be setting on one side or the other of it, and we'll get lucky. But that's kind of what I'm looking for right now. Yesterday I fished a little bit more shallow in that 8 to 12 range and found more bass than anything. The bass guys would have loved that, but for me, we're targeting walleye. Although those bass are fun, we're looking for walleye. A little bit too much debris in the water to get a really good troll. Have to keep bringing the lines in and clearing them off. It makes it hard to get a good productive troll in. So we'll keep an eye on it. We'll see how the wind does. It might shift it around. Things will settle out. We might be able to get back at it tomorrow morning. But right now, we're going to stick with the blade. We got a blade on. We got a jerk bait and a jigging wrap. So we're going to hit these up a little bit and see what we can come up with. So stick around. All right, we're hooked up again here. Let's see what we got. Looks like an eye. Small guy. Take him now. Let's get him back. All right, gang, so I'm off spot lock, and we hit fish in multiple locations. Nothing where I could say, hey, we parked here and we killed them. It's been 1, 2 in each location that we stop. It's been slow, but we're catching fish. So caught a lot of fish, just not in one particular spot, not on one particular bait either. This morning we caught some trolling. Right now I'm using a perch colored I1 blade bait. Earlier I was using the gold with the Wonder Bread pattern on it, and they seem to be hitting all of it equally as slow. Nothing that stands out as far as, hey, that's the one you wanted to use today. Through a couple other different things, through the finisher, the jigging wraps, through them, and didn't really see much on those. The swim bait, I think I caught one on swim bait, a small one. I don't know if I got that one on camera though, because my Camera was blipping a little bit. You know, on the troll we saw one on the Berkeley, the live bait colored one, and then we caught a couple on the worm harness. So it's been all over the place. The weather's still hanging in there. We're in a perfect zone right now. We got a little chop, and we're just gonna kind of go with it. And I'm gonna actually let myself drift back down over where we've already fished, because we caught fish down there. So maybe we'll run back into them. So stick around, and I'll be back. All right, gang, so we drifted down into a little bit deeper water, and it seems like things just shut right down. So what I'm gonna do is I am gonna shoot up, back up on top of where we were. We're gonna go up in here and drift down across where we were fishing before. And it seems like we hit that, I don't know, maybe 12, 14 foot range, and we're on them. Once we get back into that 20 foot range, we seem to lose the bite. So I definitely want to give us the best chance. Even, you know, today we're scattered all over the place, but I still want to be able to give us the best chance to stay on these fish. So we're going to move back up. We'll see how it goes from there. It's about 11 o'clock. It's a little after 11 o'clock now, so it's getting a little bit later in the day, so things might get a little harder to come by, but we'll stick with it, and I'll check back with you soon. All right, we got a good one on here now. We got a good one on now. I think this is that perch. Either that or I got him hooked in the back. It felt like he took it pretty good though. Let's see what we got here, folks. That's an eye. And I might have him hooked in the side, I don't know. Or face inside. Yeah, looks like we got him in the side. Flip them up. No net. Like I said, we're catching fish, but they're hit or miss. I mean, again, I just ran up and I spot locked, took about 10 casts, let the spot lock go. As soon as I started to drift down, boom, he hit it. And he's not a big guy at all. But he's an eye. We'll get him back. There he goes. All right, let's keep going at it. You just got to keep switching it up and playing the retrieve game. So that time I turned the retrieve up a little bit. Cadence was a little faster, a little heavier on the retrieve, and boom, he touched it. He was probably chasing it and got it down to the bottom there and turned away, and that's when I pulled back and got him. But still, hey, a fish is a fish. So as soon as that line goes slack, I'm taking it back. And I'm alternating how far and how, you know, aggressive I pull back on the blade bait. So I'll take 5-10 casts with the blade. If I get nothing, I'll switch over to the goby. I have two blades on. I have 3 poles. I have blades on 2 of them. I have the gold, and then this is the perch. I'll switch over to that goby. I'll go perch, goby, gold, and just keep running through the rotation. And it seems to be working pretty well. probably here I could get away with that lipless crankbait, but what we're doing is working, so I'm not gonna change right now. Those crankbaits work great when there's no weeds, and this is nice and clear. I actually could probably troll this up here, and maybe tomorrow morning, if the weather is decent and we don't have a big rolling wind, I'll come right up here and set up a troll and see if we can get a little bit more action on the troll. I was hoping to do that today. This morning, it's a perfect day for it. It's just the condition of the lake, obviously, you know, like I said before, is not ideal. So I guess you have to pick and choose your battles. There was a hit right there. We got him. He got that on the way down. So he came up for that one. I felt it on the way down. So we're getting a little life here. Let's see what we got. There's an eye. That's a good eye. That's a good one. I could probably flip him up. He's probably a keeper. Yeah, he's definitely a keeper, but not a lot of meat on him. So yeah, so you could see he's got that engulfed in his mouth. So he was feeding, he was actively feeding this guy. So that was 2 right in a row. I don't like the boat like this. I don't know if I'm flipped or I have a fish. Oh no, I have a fish on here. I got another one going on here. So a little activity now. That looks like a perch. Oh no, could be an eye. No, that is a crazy looking perch. Huh, look at that guy. Almost solid black. That's a cool perch. We're gonna make sure he gets back. He's got special genetics. Look at this guy. Almost solid black. Cool, get back. All right, so we're about even with the island. Let's see how this goes here. If we have to take one more shot back up, we can do that if we start running out of hits. So that was 3 in a row right there. I almost don't want to put the spot lock down because it seems like whenever I do that, I don't get any more hits. So I think we'll just stick with the drift. 4 hits and we're spot locking. All right, we got another one on here. Same thing, perch. Perch, oh, that looks like a good fish. That looks like a good fish. This might be the best one of the day so far. Come on, buddy. Come on. Yeah, there we go. That's a keeper for sure. That's a keeper for sure. Didn't mess the net up too bad. You couldn't ask for anything more than that. All right, let's see what we got here. This is a good fish. That's a good keeper size. He's a 17. He's about, he's almost 18. So, that's a good fish. All right, gang, that's gonna about do it for me for the day on Oneida Lake, and a pretty good day. Mixed bag, caught a ton of fish today. I don't know how many walleye mixed in. We had perch, we had sunnies, even caught a rock bass today. So real good day. Had to work for them a little bit today, and interesting, as I'm looking over the graph, it seemed like we were finding these fish on transition points, not so much on depth, but on transition points from like grass to rock bed, and that's where we got them. And it was not a day where you came out, used the fish finder, parked, put it on spot lock and hit fish. We had to move around quite a bit, but you know, we caught 2 here, 3 there. That last spot around 11:30 was probably the most productive. I think we boated 4 right in a row, right bang, bang, bang. And then it was like somebody turned the switch off and things just died off. But all in all, a great day. You guys saw the baits we used. Nothing new there. We went with the blades. We had the jigging wraps going on, and I think we threw a couple lipless cranks. We even threw swim bait out there. Everything worked pretty much equal. I'm gonna say probably the blade bait worked the best, only because I used it the most. So I probably could have caught the same amount of fish on whatever else I was using. Just chose the blade because that's my go-to when I'm here, and we caught fish. So we'll be here tomorrow. I think what we're going to do is we're going to try to set up a troll, and we'll see how it goes. All right, so that's about it. We're going to end it here. Hope you guys will hit that like. Hope you guys will hit that subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys soon out on the water.